okay, now through Disco King Mario, you get introduced to
Right.
a bunch of people, and you mentioned including Afrika Bambaataa.
Right.
And I remember I saw an interview with you and Sway. You had Bee-Stinger with
Right.
you.
Right.
Now, at one point, the allegations came out
Right.
about Bambaataa, and Bee-Stinger was one of the first people to actually step forward.
Right.
And I remember me and Jamar were doing interviews around that time, and when the allegations came, Bambaataa was like, I don't know who this Bee-Stinger guy is. I never met him before. And Jamar was like, okay, well, that's a lie, because I've seen Bee-Stinger and Bambaataa for
Right.
years and years
Right.
and years. So
Right.
in his mind, Jamar was like, I think that, Bambaataa is lying about this whole situation. I think these allegations are true. What is your take on this? Did you have any idea about it before? And what do you think about it now?
No. When I heard about it, I didn't know who was involved, because everybody just kept saying this is what's happening with Bam. So I assumed, and I took it, that his crew, the Zulu Nation or whoever is in charge of his crew, find who this person is, go to them, and straighten it out. So we on the phone discussing this, right? So they said, B, you know the guy too. And I said, and I thought they were just fucking with me. So I don't know the motherfucker. I I'd have told y'all if I'd have known some shit like that. And then they said, but you know him. So I said, what you mean I know him? And then they said, it's Bee-Stinger. And I said, Bee-Stinger? My man Bee-Stinger? And I hung up the phone. For real. I hung up and I called Bee-Stinger. And I asked him, I said, yo, Stinger, what the fuck is going on? And when he explained, I called him back and I said, I'm out. That's a wrap. And then now you see the papers. I said, maybe 3 months ago, they said he was in court.
Yeah.
So I guess he was found guilty of his charges or whatever the situation was. And that's that. I left it at that because I mean, again, I know Bambaataa and I know Bee-Stinger. So I know both men. Bam excluded me as a Zulu King. Him himself. I was in Bronx River in the projects where he lived in the projects. I believe he probably was still living with his moms at this time. We had the back room, and he had the books you go to school with, the pad, and he had all the people that was, in this thing. And I signed it to. I'm part of the Zulu Nation. I'm a Zulu King and all of that. I was happy with that. I mean, this is 70s, 80s, 90s. We go all the way up. You know what I'm saying? To hear something like that is mind blowing. Number one. Two, I know both parties. So what could I do? You know what I mean? I hear that side, I hear that side. And then I just left it alone because I didn't want to be, I didn't want to be a part of it.
Did you ever talk to Bambaataa about this?
No.
Yeah.
No.
He sort of disappeared after this.
That's
Listen, I've interviewed Bambaataa, I've hung out with him in Belgium.
Right. I mean, we
all admire this guy.
Right.
But to hear that
Since
doing that to young boys was...
I never got a chance to. I seen him at different places, but by the time I got to where I could see him and talk to him, he was gone. So
right.
But he's not. I mean, I wouldn't say hiding, but I don't know what's happening now because he have a verdict. So I don't know. I haven't seen him since.
I mean, growing up, look, like if you hang out with me long enough, you'll see girls around me.
Right. Right.
Did you ever see girls around Bambaataa?
Right. Yes, but this is what I'm saying. So, but okay, let's do this. I know some girls that tell me who they fucked with, who they didn't, and they say, yo, B, that nigga fucked the shit out of me. I ain't never
heard that.
I ain't never get Bam bust my back out. I ain't getting none of the girls to hit me with none of that. But yes, he had nice girls around him, plenty of time. So I couldn't tell you.